Guys and girls, welcome to this emergency video. I would never, I would have never thought that I would be doing an emergency video on Ethereum and Bitcoin seeing like a 2% pump. But this is the state of the market right now. We're seeing Ethereum back over $2,000, trading at $2,028. Although in the past 15 minutes, we have been pumping pretty vigorously. I mean, this is no joke. Right, you see a bit of a bull flag here. Ethereum breaks out, absolutely goes crazy. There's no specific news for this. Like, there's absolutely no reason for this to be happening. We can check the SPY futures, or in fact the ETFs, and see what they're doing. They're up a little bit. It's nothing crazy. So Ethereum is just pumping completely out of nowhere. Bitcoin is also pumping. You can redraw the symmetrical triangle so it makes more sense. And this is in preparation for the FOMC meeting, which will be taking place in 6 hours time. And guys and girls, we will be streaming it live over on the Moonshow channel. So make sure to subscribe to the Moonshow channel and make sure to subscribe to the CryptoKid channel because we're so close to hitting 50,000 subscribers. It would be insane if we can achieve that. And guys, if you want to be trading this Bitcoin and Ethereum volatility, then you know where to do that. You can go to the links down in the description below. With weeks, you can get up to 100 USDT airdrop into your account and so many more cool bonuses. So available globally, takes around 30 seconds to sign up. Weeks is linked down in the description below. And of course, CoinFlare gives you up to $70,000 almost in rewards using the Flare shop. So going back into Bitcoin, look, we're testing the resistance. I wouldn't be feeling any tremendous FOMO, right? Because you never know what's going to happen during the FOMC press conference. So I would be approaching things with a bit of caution here. I usually do not like to trade on these type of days, all right? So, but that's my personal risk tolerance. Usually volatility, I mean, traders love volatility, especially this kind of volatility when you see with Ethereum. I think that Ethereum will do well in the long run. I still think that, I mean, when you go to the weekly time frame, this candle so far doesn't look too bad, right? It doesn't look too crazy bad. But just when you zoom out with Ethereum specifically, you tell people to calm down, right? When things are dumping, you tell people to calm down by zooming out and looking at the macro landscape, and then everything will be fine. But when you go into the macro here, Ethereum doesn't look too good. I think in the previous video, we spoke about a potential run back to this line of resistance or previous support, now resistance, then seeing a continuation of the dump before we see quantitative easing, which will happen at some point, I think in the next few months or so, if not in this FOMC meeting, which will likely not happen. And if not in May, then in June, we will likely get the rate cuts at some point in time. You saw Germany approving 500 billion euros of spending for defense, but we know that they're not going to use that efficiently. So eventually that money will go into equities and the stock market, et cetera, et cetera. So the world is printing money. Quantitative easing will happen very soon. Altcoins will go absolutely through the roof. Bitcoin will go absolutely through the roof. It just needs a bit of time, right? So I wouldn't be like FOMOing, massive leverage, longing Ethereum now. That's probably not a good idea. But what you could be doing is accumulating Ethereum just for the short term, right? And trying to build that Ethereum position, maybe with low leverage, maybe for your spot portfolio, just accumulating Ethereum for the long run, right? And when I say long run, it's like 6 to 7 months, nothing too crazy. But Bitcoin specifically, I think, has the better opportunity here of breaking out, hopefully, out of the symmetrical triangle. We could even see a fake out and then continue dumping. Honestly, it's all going to be dependent on what Fed Chair Powell decides to say. We know that rates are not going to be changed. It's just that people are wondering if he's going to comment on the Bitcoin reserve, on the altcoin reserve, or on the tariff situation, overall monetary policy. That will be the most interesting point. So yeah, things are a little bit ambiguous. You can be setting trades for both sides. Just be careful not to get stopped out. You can do something like this, put your trade stop loss. I mean, take profit would be the $90,000 level. That's where we have the next level of critical resistance. You could be doing something like that just for preparation. And again, if you want to be trading, links are down in the description below, or you can do the inverse with a short position. I don't like to short Bitcoin, so let's leave it here for a potential long position. And then obviously if we go down, then we'll likely close the wick here at $76,000 to $77,000. Those are my views for FOMC. And by the way, we do have a poll going on the Moonshow X account. So if you want to vote, if you think Bitcoin will pump or dump, I actually voted dump because I don't think his comments on tariffs will be great, but you never know. So we'll find out when the stream happens. But if you want to post, or if you want to vote on where you think the price of Bitcoin will go post FOMC, you can leave your vote over on the X account of the Moonshow. That would be very appreciated. And then we'll give shout outs to people that comment and that vote during the stream. Ethereum is back above $2,000 altcoin season incoming. Yeah, obviously that's a joke. And then the final chart to end off the day is going to be this chart that was posted by the parody account of Michael Saylor. You can see a comparison between 2020 and 2025. It's just a fractal chart. So in 2020, apparently Bitcoin goes up, has a head and shoulders pattern, comes down, and then explodes to Valhalla. Now you're seeing something similar. Instead of a head and shoulders, Bitcoin topped out with a double top, and now we could be seeing that Valhalla structure. It's just a fractal. It's nothing guaranteed, but it does look interesting for sure. By the way, I mean, Ethereum is continuing to pump. That's pretty interesting on the 50-minute time frame. Let's go to the weekly. I want to check it out and see if it's actually true. I don't doubt that it's untrue or anything, but I just want to make sure, because you can't trust everything that you see on the internet. And we spoke about this chart yesterday. So if you didn't watch that important chart, then you can go ahead and watch yesterday's video too. It was a pretty good one, I shall say. On the daily, right, this is what we want to look at. 2020. You see the head and shoulders pattern. Boom, you come down. You create some sort of an ascending triangle. Bitcoin breaks out with the bottom and then explodes to Valhalla. If we go to the daily time frame now, the only difference is, well, you're way over the prior all-time high, which in the case of 2020, you were not. You were still trading at around $20,000, which Bitcoin created back in 2017 with the CME futures launch. So that's a pretty big difference. And of course, you're at different points in the cycle too, pretty different points. It's not exactly the same. And I think we will get a continuation of the movement and at least go to 130, 140K by the end of this year. It's just that you want to be breaking above that upper trend line on the daily time frame to confirm a trend shift. Because as you guys know, the trend is your friend until the very, very end. And if the trend is bearish on the daily time frame, well, it's not the best. So guys and girls, that is pretty much it for today's video. We'll go over the breaking news and more analysis going into the FOMC stream, which is in 6 hours time. So stay tuned, subscribe, destroy the like button. And guys, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. And as always, bye-bye.